Hello my shining stars, welcome to the first lunar day channel. My name is Julia and today we're speaking about retrograde Mercury in Leo that we will have in July and August. What is the difference between ordinary Mercury retrograde and the one that is in Leo? The Leo one stands out from the other ones because it affects self-expression, confidence, creativity, and pride more intensely. And of course, unlike retrogrades in earth or water signs, Leo retrogrades towards the ego. So miscommunications can feel more personal, pride might be hurt, old argument resurface, especially where you felt ignored or undervalued. It's a powerful time to revise creative projects, speeches, performances, or anything where your voice or image is front and center. Think, write the script of how I shine. Leo rules the heart. Expect revisits from the past lovers, rekindled passions, or reflections about what and who truly lights you up. If you are performing, speaking, or creating, expect minor delays, lost files, or the classic Leo drama around being misunderstood or not applauded enough. So this retrograde is less about lost keys and more about rediscovering your inner light and learning to express it with grace and not just sore tears and fears. So let's talk about each zodiac separately, and I will give you some tips and tricks in the July horoscope, so please stay tuned. The first zodiac is Aries. House 5 is the house of kids, love, joy, entertainment, private business, events, parties, everything that brings you joy and pleasures. If you have any events scheduled during this time, you can be sure that something will be rescheduled, something will go not as planned. It's also the house of vacation, of the hotels. It's an amazing time to take vacation and to go to the places where you've been before, but for travelers, it's very important to be ready for some unexpected events too. Forgotten document or passport. Check out the dates if you need to renew any documents. Check your last name. Check your names on the tickets. Be ready if your luggage will be lost. If you are in tune with your intuition, your gut will tell you which way to choose and which way to go. It's also the house of art and inspiration, as well as your private business and private projects. It's a great time to rebrand your business or to review the projects that you've done before. Re-edit something, rewrite, to repeat the successful campaigns that you had in the past. If you participate in the repeated competition, most probably you will win. But be ready for rescheduling the dates, unexpected change in people's intentions, people promises. Most probably promises will not be kept. You can look back at another projects that are not finalized yet. It's not time to start new things. It can be second opportunity to launch your old project, elect information, to make a research, to reapply, or to appeal in the court if you have court cases. It's a wonderful and prosperous time of second chances and opportunities connected with your past. And be prepared that your ex-lovers or ex-partners will contact you again. Somebody will want to reconcile. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. Do not sign any agreements. Take your time, become an observer, and you will be very successful. I wish you wonderful retrograde Mercury. Thank you for your likes and subscription. Goodbye. House 4 is the house of your place of living, of your documentation, citizenship, relocation, your mother, motherhood, motherland, your parents, as well as comfort and security. And retrograde Mercury will bring events in your life connected with your past. Your parents might come and live with you, or you will receive the news about the fact that the place where you live will be sold, so you need to relocate and you will be collecting information. It's a good time to revisit the places where you've been before. It might be the time when you will receive the notification results of the test that you are pregnant, or maybe not physically pregnant, but have a brilliant idea that you had before in the past, but it didn't give opportunity to develop and implement in life. And now it will be second chance for that old idea to become very prosperous. If you were denied in visas or citizenship before, it's a great time to reapply and to appeal. It's not time for new projects, but for finalizing the old ones. It's the perfect time, blessed by universe. You will receive money from your family, or you will need to send money to your parents or to your mom. It might be events in your mother's life or in your family connected with birth or motherhood. It can be also matters connected with real estate. Maybe you will meet your former real estate agent, or you will find some beautiful old building with a great price. In this case, collect more information. Don't sign anything yet, because any documents, any contracts that are signed during the retrograde Mercury will trigger the algorithms of dissatisfaction or unexpected results in the future. In order to avoid that, just wait. If nobody forces you to do certain things, take your time, step back, become an observer, and you will see after retrograde Mercury who is your true friend and who is just a manipulator. Be aware of very successful con artists and fraud criminals during retrograde Mercury. It's one of the best times for them to perform their crimes. Don't become their victim. Be extra cautious. Don't lose car keys, flat keys. Check if you lock the windows, the doors. Retrograde Mercury in house 4 is amazing for renovation, for renew your place where you live, to upgrade, to make it more comfortable, secure, and more beautiful. You can renew documentation for your property or any of your assets or valuables. Pay attention to any errors in the documentation in order to avoid unfortunate situations. I wish you wonderful retrograde Mercury. I appreciate your likes, your subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Goodbye. Ruled by Mercury, house 3. It's a house of mind, house of ideas, contacts, transportation, logistic, short trips, school and education, and of course any techniques, skills and devices, how we communicate. Turbulent weather with some glitches, errors, miscommunication, unfortunate situation, lost phones, car keys. Pay attention to all these items. Back up all important information from your laptop. Get that extra camera, extra card. Be prepared and be flexible that events that you planned can be cancelled or rescheduled. If you have short trip, be prepared that visa will not be given in time, especially when retrograde Mercury is in between two eclipses. It's a wonderful time to meet your old schoolmates, friends, relatives, roommates, partners. It's a wonderful time to redo the examination, especially if you failed, to reapply for something, to renew the cards, to reapply for driver's license, to rebrand your Instagram page. It's a media house, so everything connected with upgrades will be excellent during this time. Do not buy a new phone during retrograde Mercury or any device of communication or transportation. You will not love that product. You will just waste your money. It will be hard to return it. Auditing of your business, revision of the finances, people who are in your business. Maybe it's time to say goodbye to somebody, or maybe it's time to introduce a person with who you dealt before in your team, and it will lead to prosperity and success of your firm. Some old ideas implemented right now will be more successful It's a great time to start renovation of your car or make a technical checkup of your vehicle. I appreciate your likes and subscription. I hope to see you in my new video. Goodbye. Great Mercury will visit your house 2, house of finances, salary, and self-worth, and all the valuable things in your life, your values, giving you second chances, bringing you opportunities from the past, people from the past, so you can review all these events and check what you want to keep and what you want to cut forever in order to become more prosperous and independent financially. You might have some news from the past. You might have tax returns or payments for the job that you've done previously before. You might be contacted by people with who you collaborated or cooperated before. You will have a nice and prosperous project. You might be invited to the position that you obtained before, and it's a good time to reapply for the positions, to make any financial appeals if you have some court cases. It's not the time to start anything new, but everything retro or connected with your past is absolutely good. Reassess, audit, refinance, refund, return. Your old clients might show up and you will have a nice successful business. But if you are not a business owner, it can be a lucky time to return or to get rid of the certain things that you always wanted to sell. In the times of a retrograde Mercury, we can be easily manipulated. That's why be aware of very successful and powerful con artists and fraud criminals. Protect your privacy. Use your common sense when you speak to strangers about your finances on the phone. House 2 is house of voice and self-confidence. Think how you can improve it without doing any new steps towards your goals. Invest time and money in your education, especially when it elevates your skills and your value on the job market. Don't share your money during retrograde Mercury because you might not see it again, as well as it's not a good time to borrow money during this time. You might find very good deals on any antique items or any retro stuff, but it's not a good time to participate in a new financial projects. It can be opportunities connected also with something that you possess, with your property or your wardrobe. For example, somebody might rent your dresses or your costumes and pay you money, or somebody can ask you for renting out the parking place that you already own. Or if you have property, somebody will pay you money for placing their RV or a boat on your property. So some money will come to you and it will be connected with people who you know from the past, or your neighbors or your friends. Successful business will be not with the new contacts, but with somebody, retrograde Mercury, somebody who you already know and familiar with. Also be aware if somebody betrayed your trust in the past and these people will reappear, they will behave the same way as they've done before, and you will be tested if you learned your last lesson. Most of the time, people who will reappear and ask for money, though you will never see them again and you will never see your money again. Be aware of that. House 2 is also house of your talent and your potential. You might discover that you enjoy painting and drawing. You might have amazing inspiration out of your hobbies, and also you can monetize it. This spring retrograde Mercury is an amazing time for second chances and opportunities to review your life, to audit your finances and become more prosperous, upgrading your financial level to the highest. It's time to review your priorities and to accept and apply changes with gratification. I appreciate likes and subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Goodbye. What it means in house of identity. Starting from simple things as identification. Maybe you will renew certain things and it will be errors, or it would be a very slow process. Do not start anything new. The result will not satisfy you, or you will have to reapply or redo. House 1 is also how we look, how we present ourselves to the world. If you decide to change your style, you will go to a salon, you will pay lots of money, and in the end you will not be 100% satisfied, or you will have to redo the coloring or the cuts. So some unforeseen events. Do not plan plastic surgery. You will redo it. You will not be satisfied with the final result, especially on the full moon. Avoid any operations. Avoid going to the dentist. Otherwise, you will redo certain procedures. I'm not speaking about emergency situations. I'm speaking about planning things. Retrograde Mercury triggers our plans that it will be rescheduled, replanned. Somebody will get cold feet. The promises will not be kept. It's a favorable time to come back to the style that you had before. Make order and harmony in your wardrobe. To review everything connected with your identity, maybe to your security, check your credit history. It's great time for analyzing and also second chances. Amazing time to lose weight, physiotherapy or training. It's a wonderful time for competitions, to return to something from the past. Retrograde Mercury phase is not great for signing any documents, but if you will do, pay extra attention in the small fonts, read everything in the contract. It's a great time for negotiations and to finalize in the projects that you've done before previously for a long time, but it's not good for new beginnings. It's not the time for the new beginnings. Not yet. And retrograde Mercury will bring those previous experiences to you, bring back in your memory. Maybe even some psychological traumas will resurface in order to teach you a valuable lesson. Accept all the life lessons with gratitude and thank universe for these opportunities, for the second chances. There will be lots of changes, maybe connected with your citizenship, maybe connected with your passport or with your status. For somebody, it will be the end of their relationship and partnership. For somebody, it will be the beginning of a long-term relationship. I wish you to have a wonderful season of second chances and opportunities. Thank you for your likes and your subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Goodbye. Retrograde Mercury will be in house 12, house of isolation, very private house, mysteries, something hidden, second chances and opportunities to close certain things forever from the past. It's a wonderful time to return to the places where you've been before. For criminals, it's not a good idea because they might return to prison, house 12, isolation place. For people with addictions, it's not a good time because the temptation can be so hard. Please keep this in mind in order not to come back to this rehab again. For people who consciously want to get rid of bad habits, it's a great time because house 12 and retrograde Mercury will help you, will assist you to get rid of these bad habits faster. It's a wonderful month for starting losing weight, losing everything that you don't want to drag from the past into your new life. House 12 is great for revisiting the places in the faraway lands. You might receive a job contract regarding the places of isolation, maybe a guard in a prison or a policeman in some distant areas, or maybe a receptionist on a remote island, or maybe the job regarding the remote business connected with international contacts and communication. In this regard, make sure that all communication is done legally and not verbally, and check every single word and read the smallest font printed on the paper. The errors are possible, reschedules are possible, your clients might get cold feet, the promises will not be kept. Be ready for cancelled flights, for rescheduled events. Unexpected and turbulent weather is the theme of these eclipses and these 2 months. Good things, that your debts can be returned. It's a great time to close the debts or refinance any financial things, any financial anchors that you have to review, to audit, to discover some mysteries they were hidden for a long time, for revealing family histories. And it's a wonderful time for detectives and everybody who is involved in investigation. You will be very successful doing that. Also, you might receive the offer to become a private investigator or detective, or you will be promoted due to your investigative success. House 12 is house of our subconsciousness, so you can work with therapists. It can be self-work through meditation, through education, through tuning to yourself, speaking to your subconscious, self-hypnosis, for example. It's a good time for checkups, medical checkups, and for planning operations, avoiding the time on eclipses and full moons. If you have any regrets connected with the past, the job or relationship, it would be the time to let them go, or to keep your eyes open, because somebody can send you an offer connected with the jobs that you wanted to do before, but there was no opportunity. Don't be upset if something happens, and sometimes we need to lose something to value something more. Unfortunately, it's the truth. When we have something, we don't value that. Retrograde Mercury can open the door for karmic lessons on eclipses in order to shake you, in order to show you what you are doing with your life. Maybe it's time to change it. Accept every day with appreciation. Thank you very much for your likes and subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Retrograde Mercury will be in your house 11, house of your plans, future, surroundings, online business. The events that you are participating can be rescheduled. It will not go the way you planned. It doesn't mean that it will be bad. You have just to be flexible and pay attention to the process and to the details. It's a wonderful time to gather together with your loved ones or your friends and celebrate life, your friendship or your marriage or your divorce, birthdays. Just keep in mind that little details there and there can be not as planned. For example, you ordered pizza, it came wrong style. You ordered flowers, it came the wrong color. It's a retrograde Mercury. Smile and accept it with gratification. It's a wonderful time to revisit the places where you've been before, reconnect with people who were lost from your life, review your relationships with some of your friends and cut them off for good. If you have some bad surrounding that affects your life, it's time to say no and choose yourself. It's a wonderful time for rebranding, refinancing, everything with redo, rewrite, review, reassess, reapply. If we are speaking about court terms, to appeal, but do not start anything new. It's a terrible idea to register your firm or start your online business. It's not the time for the new beginnings. Retrograde Mercury phase is the time when your past catch up with you and you see consequences or the results of your decisions that you made previously. It's a second chance to look at your life and see maybe you need to refocus something. Karmic node will meet Mercury, retrograde Mercury, in your house of future, and something connected with the past will come and show you the true colors of the things. Connected with big groups, clubs, organizations, parties, maybe church organization, some sort of association. You will be given opportunity to finalize something that you started a long time ago. This is a second chance to review your projects and become more prosperous and more successful. It can be also the time when your online business will require extra attention, extra protection, and extra care. It's a good time to become a speaker in the places where you've been before, to do the exhibition that you've done before or connected with your past, and for anything connected with antique, ancient archaeology, retro style party, or the techniques that were used in the previous civilizations to create pieces of art, or business connected with certain things of religious matter. Any decisions that you will make during the retrograde Mercury will have long-lasting effect. Retrograde Mercury in house 11 will give you opportunity to revisit all places where you've been before and meet with people who you've been before, maybe even organize business with the same old clients or make collaboration with people who you had mutual projects before, to reconnect with your previous partners in order to review your or negotiate the terms of your contract in order to become more profitable for both parties. For negotiations, collecting information investigative job is a very good time, but it's a bad time for new beginnings. Avoid any new projects. I wish you to have a wonderful season of second chances and opportunities. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your likes and your subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. We say hello to retrograde Mercury in your house 10, house of status, achievements and goals, inviting us to look in our past and start our retrospection, review of our goals, revalue what we have, reevaluate our relationships and partnerships, rewrite the story of our goals and our future, what we want to achieve. There will be opportunities connected with our past, maybe offers of the job that you really wanted, or it will be the news regarding your old application for citizenship or visa. For new applications is a bad time. For finalizing the old ones, it's a good time. If you will apply for anything new, you might expect delays. If you will decide to change status at this time, you might not be satisfied with something. Avoid plastic surgeries because you will redo certain things. If you have planned operation, especially between eclipses, it might be very unexpected situations and there is a high probability that you will have to redo those manipulations. House 10 is connected with our management, bosses, father and self-worth, your self-confidence. So you might receive some news from your father's life, or you might observe that your boss will be changed, or maybe you will get promoted. Because house 10 is connected with our work, you will have the connection with people or ideas from your past. Retrograde Mercury brings certain informational fields from our past, certain people, in order to teach us lesson, to review. Are we on the right path? Should we cut off something that doesn't serve us any longer? We will be given a second chance. In house 10, you will be given opportunity to review, redo contracts, refinance, reapply for positions, appeal in the court cases, rebrand your firm or marketing or social media, because house 10 is also our public social house. If you decide to return to your previous last name or previous position, this is a favorable time to do something that you've done in the past. If in the past you were successful, you can take it as a pattern and it's nice time to do the same thing. Some people might change their occupation for something that they had before, or start educational cycle and learn something that they wanted in the past. It's time to review your past and improve your workplace. If you decide to do it right now and apply for something new, you will redo it, or you will be not satisfied, or you might face something unexpected. But if you were going through a long process and now you can finalize the things, it would be a nice favorable time when sometimes it will be finalized and delivered as a result in your hands. Accept it with gratitude. Pay attention to your contracts with everything connected with information, verbal or written. Do not invest in new phones, in new cars. Avoid any new projects. I wish you to have a wonderful season of second chances and opportunities. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your likes and your subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Retrograde Mercury in your house 9, house of trips, travels, education, judicial system, house of broaden the horizons and spiritual development. It's a good time to review the things, to revisit the places where you've been before, to redo the cycle of education, or maybe to gain the skills that you previously needed for your previous projects. Everything connected with the past and information will give you opportunities to elevate your life and move forward towards your success. House 9 is house of travels, and if you are courageous enough to travel during this time, please pay extra attention to your tickets, to your passports, to your car keys, to security of your house. Everything unexpected might happen. Pay attention to your belongings and take into consideration that your luggage might be lost. Connection flights can be delayed. Think as a risk manager what to take into consideration to avoid extra stress. It doesn't mean everything will go terribly bad, but it's a tendency. Some people with very good karma, in a bad situations, they can meet very interesting people, they can meet their love, they can understand their purpose in life. Crisis situations always shake up our goals and values, help us to change our lives for better. Some people, until they face certain crises, they don't give up their bad habits or something that is killing their body. And when retrograde Mercury has eclipses and happens in the corridor of eclipses, it can be a major shift in your house 9, house of knowledge and education, religion and beliefs. It's a favorable time to reapply, to appeal, to republish your work. It's a great time to connect with foreigners who you dealt before, or keep in mind if you had any experiences with foreigners who were con artists, or they were people who you trusted before and they betrayed your trust, they might reappear again in your life. Keep your eyes open. It would be a life lesson right now, and you will be tested again. Are you soft-hearted? Are you living your life or somebody else's life? This time, you can be easily manipulated. You can pay very big price for your compassion. So during this retrograde Mercury, especially if you travel in a foreign country, choose yourself. Don't try to be a hero and save everybody. This is the time to focus on yourself and review your life decisions, your life choices. It's time to discover yourself and see your weaknesses for what they are, and accept that you are a human being. Give yourself opportunity to make mistakes, but to have lessons out of these mistakes. And you will have a wonderful opportunity during this retrograde Mercury time to get second chances and to elevate your life for better. I wish you a wonderful retrograde Mercury season. Thank you for your likes and shares. I hope to see you in my new videos. Goodbye. Retrograde Mercury will bring you second chances and opportunities to review and analyze your financial life. Your house 8, house of crises. House 8, it's house of transformation, rebirth. It's a house of mutual funds. You will affect the events in your partners or husbands or wives' lives because you have retrograde Mercury in the house of mutual funds. It can be changes in their financial situation that will trigger the events in your life. I highly recommend to check your ascendant and moon sign. So during this time, you might receive tax refund or notification from insurance. You might receive inheritance payment or news regarding inheritance. Mercury is the messenger. It's information connected with the past. Some mysteries will be revealed. Maybe you will find out that you have more members in the family than you thought. It's a good time to review or reapply for refinancing the mortgage. Do not start anything new. It's a bad idea to start anything new, but it's nice to review everything with review, redo, appeal, reassess, reapply, rewrite, reprogram, rebrand. This time can provoke your psychological and childhood traumas to resurface. It's time for you to say goodbye to them. You can work with therapists, you can work just with yourself, with your subconscious, by different techniques of self-hypnosis to learn something new regarding how to deal with your addictions. For example, it's time to get rid of old habits, bad addictions, to discover something new that you were interested in the past and now time arrived. When it's not your time yet, you will be looking at it and you will not see it. You can listen to something, but you will not hear. Definitely keep your eyes open. The messenger will deliver you a valuable lesson or valuable message connected with your past. It most probably will be financial. It's a great time to finalize your mortgage or credits or debts. You will be given second chances for applications, or maybe you will be required certain documents to be renewed in order to get what you want. House 8 is the money of big financial structures. It's not your property, so you can apply for different grants for your education or research. Second chances. So retrograde Mercury might give you lots of good opportunities connected with the past and become more financially prosperous person. House 8 is also house of sex and intimacy. And here, be careful because your exes can contact you again. It might be some crisis, problem of division of the property or other financial questions, or somebody will try to provoke you on certain events that happened already in the past. Don't fall for it. Or it's a great time to reconcile. If you love each other, if you want to give each other second chances, this would be the time when you can give each other opportunity to elevate your connection to a more intimate level. Or if we're not speaking about sexuality, it can be purely financial interest to create something with a mutual funds, and it should be not new. It should be something connected with your previous projects, with your ex-partner, or with people who you know from your past. The second chance for the project that was not prosperous last time will be successful this time. And I'm looking forward to see you again in my future videos. Thank you for your likes and shares. Have a wonderful period of second chances and opportunities. Goodbye. Mercury, the planet of information, commerce, transportation, is visiting your love life and your partnership life. It can be romantic, it can be financial. It's time for you to stop and look back in your past and review, revisit, rebrand, refinance, analyze, maybe renew certain things in this area of your life. For some people, it can be the division of property because of the divorce, or the case about custody. It would be different information in this regard, documentation, applications. You can reapply or appeal. It's a good time, but it's not a good time to start new processes. New processes will have algorithms of getting too slow and to provide you with a verdict or the result that you will not be happy with it. Retrograde Mercury might bring the situation of love triangles. You will be given a choice, and the minus of retrograde Mercury that your ex-lovers or ex-boyfriends, girlfriends can reappear and become more courageous and become more active, and you will be facing the consequences of your previous choices. You need to be firm and make first steps and make the decisions. The decisions that you will make will have a long-lasting effect. Keep this in mind. It's like permanent tattoo. You need to be absolutely sure that you want to get it. If you start the court case, it might be the delays, or judge might get sick or relocate, or case will be dismissed. It's not a good time to start anything new, but if you have ongoing cases, be prepared that it will be delays, reschedules, and it's normal flow of retrograde Mercury. Everything connected with documentation and information might have errors. Double check everything multiple times. And of course, with transportation, some accidents or episodes when the car is broken, you cannot just make it in time. Also, very likely. My friend lost his phone in a taxi. After he got married, they stepped out of the taxi and they never found that taxi again. Pay attention to all the devices of communication, laptop, cameras. For photographers, extra attention. Check out your batteries, extra cards, extra hard drives, extra cameras if you're shooting the wedding. One camera is not enough. Always have a backup. especially when you work in the retrograde Mercury. For no reason, your equipment can just give up. And it's normal flow of retrograde Mercury. My recommendation, don't rush to the repair store. Wait until the retrograde Mercury effect will be over. Try to turn it on and off again, and you will be surprised that it will be working again. Any negotiations, any bargaining and research is very good during these times, but it's not good to start new projects. Can you get married during retrograde Mercury? Yes, you can, but be ready to certain misunderstandings and pay extra attention to those documents. House 7 is also house of your enemies. When you have your ex as your enemy, be extra cautious. So your exes might have an urge to communicate with you or to do some actions that you will not be happy about it. It's a good time to reconcile if you're in the good terms. But if you're in the bad terms, during this time, expect their calls, visits, or somehow to get them back in your life and cross your roads again. Nevertheless, it's a good time to get married again and marry the person who you've been married before, to marry your ex-husband or to marry your ex-wife, to get back together with your ex-partner and open the firm that you had before. It's a favorable energy for that. Listen to your heart and keep in mind that decisions that you make have tendency to be very strong. I wish you a wonderful time of second chances and opportunities. I appreciate your like and subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Goodbye. What to expect regarding retrograde Mercury in House 6? House of work, health, additional responsibility, animals, pets. It will be things and matters connected with your past that have to be reconciled, resolved, finalized in order for you to prosper and become more successful in future. It's the time of second chances. It's amazing time to reapply for the grants, to get back to a job that you previously did before, to get paid for the job that you've done before, to return debts, or to make the favors to your neighbors or to your friends that you've done before. For example, babysitting, pet sitting. Maybe somebody will ask you to look after the flowers while they are away in their home. So you will take additional responsibility during this time, and it will affect your schedule. People from the past that you knew before will contact you again and offer you something that can change your everyday routine and schedule. If you have any health issues, it's time for you to make a checkup, come back to the treatment that was successful in the past. Be careful here, because retrograde Mercury in House 6 can bring wrong diagnosis. Taking this into consideration, always take opinion of few doctors, and you will be given good opportunities. You will meet right people, you will be in the right moment in the right time, and even minor errors or unexpected events can bring you together to the people who will assist you to become more prosperous and serve your life purpose. It's a wonderful time to start detox program or start training and lose and shatter the extra weight. House 6 is also house of animals and pets. So it might be a situation that animals will come back to your life in order to heal you, to harmonize your life, your vital energy, and to teach you certain lessons in life. It also can be the situation when you will meet in the street or in the store the helper or assistant or nanny of your child that you were acquainted in the past, and now it will be a reminder, because Mercury brings people from the past, people that we knew before, into our reality in order to give us a message of love or give us a notification that we need to learn another lesson again. Retrograde Mercury is a wonderful time of second chances and opportunities, analyzing, reviewing our routines, decluttering our homes and lives, and getting rid of unnecessary things. I wish you to have a wonderful retrograde Mercury. I appreciate your likes and subscription. I hope to see you in my new videos. Goodbye.